We've all heard the phrase, back in the day, right? Usually it's about walking 10 miles to school in the snow or drinking from a garden hose. But let me tell you, back in their day, people were experimenting on humans like it was the new Friday night hangout. Science wasn't just unregulated, it was downright terrifying. This isn't the history class where they teach you about brave inventors. This is the one where madmen asked, hey, what if we mix science with chaos? Let's rewind way back and meet some of the most evil human experiments in history. 1. The Pharaoh's sleep deprivation experiment. Let's kick things off in ancient Egypt, a land of pyramids, mummies, and apparently sleep experiments. History breakdown. Pharaoh Psamtik, Shai, around 664 BC, had a wild theory. What if humans had an original language? His solution? Take 2 babies and raise them in isolation with no human speech to see what language they'd speak first. Legend says the kid's first word was something that sounded like Bakos, Phrygian for bread. So Psamtik thought, well, guess humans are naturally Phrygian. Meanwhile, we're over here like, dude, they probably just wanted a sandwich. Imagine that poor nurse trying not to talk while these kids scream for food like, Bikos, Bikos! Like, ma'am, blink if you need help. 2. The gladiator blood cure. Next stop, ancient Rome. If you think the Romans were just about gladiator fights, think again. They also thought blood from a defeated gladiator was the ultimate cure for epilepsy. Yep, gladiator blood smoothies were a thing. Imagine Dr. Phil crossed with a butcher. History breakdown. Roman physicians believed that drinking the blood of a strong warrior would transfer their strength to you. So, epileptic patients were dragged to arenas and given fresh blood as a treatment. It was so popular the crowds tried to treated it like front row seats at a Beyoncé concert. I mean, that's one way to get your protein, I guess. But imagine being that guy in the arena. Like, wait, you want me to drink what now? Fast forward to today. Imagine explaining this at brunch. Oh, you take multivitamins? Cool. I'm on the ancient Roman warrior blood cleanse. 3. Emperor Nero's burning experiment. If you thought Nero was wild for playing music while Rome burned, wait until you hear this one. Nero wasn't just an emperor. He was an arsonist with a scientific twist. Some historians believe he intentionally set fire to parts of the city just to see how different materials burned. He'd host dinner parties and watch the blaze like it was reality TV. Shura breakdown. Around 64 AD, Rome burned for 6 days, and Nero's experiment destroyed almost 2/3 of the city. While people ran for their lives, Nero was allegedly taking notes like, wood burns faster than marble. This is next-level evil scientist energy. This guy's basically that kid who burns ants with a magnifying glass, just with an entire city. 5. The cadaver experiments of the Renaissance. Now, not all ancient experiments were pure evil. Some were just, super illegal. During the Renaissance, dissecting human bodies was banned by the church. But that didn't stop scientists like Leonardo da Vinci. He snuck around in the dead of night, stealing corpses to sketch detailed anatomy drawings. History breakdown. Between 1510 and 1511, Da Vinci dissected over 30 cadavers in secret. And honestly, his sketches were incredible. But can you imagine being his assistant? Boss, where'd you get this body? 6. Climax, the Galen dissection fail. Finally, we can't talk ancient science without mentioning Galen, the famous Greek physician who had one major oopsie. Since dissecting human corpses was taboo, Galen dissected animals and assumed their anatomy was the same. Spoiler, it wasn't. History breakdown. In 162 AD, Galen published books full of facts, like humans have the same number of stomachs as pigs. Doctors followed his advice for over 1,000 years before someone went, pretty sure that's not true. Can you imagine being the doctor telling people, your lungs look weird, like pig lung weird? So, what did we learn? Ancient experiments were a trip. We went from language experiments on babies to gladiator blood smoothies, like it was normal. But hey, thanks to their questionable science, we at least know what not to do now. Like, subscribe, and remember, if your doctor suggests bloodletting or gladiator blood, you need a new doctor.